I had it from that go on a train the other day.
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead, lads.
What the hell?
He's trying to make a story, but I
So we were calling him Pete wrong.
No.
Instead of Pete tongue.
I've always liked these line bikes. They're great. Get from A to B.
Literally, I'm not joking. Ask me anything.
Remember, I started with my really boring tones last week, so
Yeah.
do you want to be the first to speak?
Hello and welcome to the Therapy Crouch with me, Abby Clancy.
Me, Peter Crouch.
That's staying in, by the way.
I thought it right. Yeah, my boring tones you said last week is...
No, because you had a sore neck, so you were a bit, not as jovial as usual.
Nicely got out of it. I've got an ask as anything.
Okay.
For you, Ross. That's okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
This just blew me.
This one, right? The sink clap.
Yeah.
Why? Why does it happen?
So we record audio on the cameras and then we record it through the microphones. So when we do that sync clap, that allows us, when we edit it, to find out where they match up. If that makes sense.
So they're not
So your
synced
mouth is
yet.
not out of sync. Have you ever watched the TV show and it's like the mouth is quite out of sync with the audio? That's why we do it. Nice question though, Pete. I like it.
Yeah.
Answer that right.
No
That's
worries. You got a question for Ross?
Loads.
Off cab. Nice. I like that, Pete. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was just interested to know. I've sat there so many times and someone's clapped in front of me. I've actually been asked to clap. And I've never thought to go, why do we do that?
Yeah. Just obviously like audio sync is being wrong.
Well, now you know.
Great.
And
Now
you know
you-
what? That's how you find things out, is by asking. No such thing as a stupid question. Unless you're writing into this podcast in which there's such a problem.
Yeah, there's been a few over the years.
So ask me stuff.
I'll ask
me
you.
stuff.
Hi, Abbey and Pete. I've been married 5 years and I've just realised me and my husband have completely different career ambitions. I'm happy with a steady job, clock off at 5, enjoy life. He's obsessed with climbing the ladder, late nights, networking events, always talking about the next promotion. I'm proud of him, but it makes me feel like I'm lazy or I'm not pulling my weight. Did you ever have that imbalance where one person's work becomes the third wheel in the marriage?
Not really. I think for us, luckily, we've always kind of been on the same page where I am a lot more free than Pete.
Yeah.
Like Peter is, the happy going to work, coming home, chilling, where I'm like, let's move to Australia tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because if Pete said that to me, I'd be like, let's go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's a kind of argument that comes up every now and then with us. Because I'm like, the world's so big. There's so much to see and do. We don't have to just live in a house and kids go to school every day. There's so many things to do. But ambition-wise...
I don't think that, just to interrupt there, I don't think I like to travel. I love to travel. I'd like to see all as much as you want to see. Do I specifically, just because I'm happy living here, that doesn't make me like, not as if I don't want to go to these places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd love to go to these places, do I want to live there? No, I'm not, because I'm happy here. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being content. Far from it. I actually think it's a superpower.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Contentment is what we're all trying to achieve.
But it's not like I'm not content. I just don't want to waste time.
But I think what Abby's saying is like kind of because of the role that she's taken within the family, she's not being shackled maybe by work commitments that you have if you've been playing for a certain football club or if you've been doing certain set commitments. Correct me if I'm wrong, Abby. She's kind of had that freedom to kind of dream about those other things, whereas you've got to go, well, I can't do that because I've got to go and play for Stoke on whatever, or I've got to go and do this commitment.
But I think where we are now, we probably could do something different now.
Yeah.
But with regards to football, I think, Ab was very good in that regard.
Yeah.
It was like, this is his dream, this is his passion. It's
There was never like
it's only a short career. We got to just do that until it's over.
Yeah.
We've lived up and down the country, and one day we'd be in one place and the next day I'd be like, I'm going to another club.
Yeah.
And I'd pack up the whole house, find us somewhere to live, and then and that was never ever an issue for me. Whereas some like footballers' wives, they go, I'm not coming, I'm staying here.
Yeah.
Kids are settled, where I'm like, kids, let's get a big RV and let's just travel the world. Like but I think that comes from contentment as well, because I'm so happy within our family.
Because you've got a family that you want to travel with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
But yeah, I think quite often as well, like some of the most successful people I know, you know, have woke up and they've worked their whole life and they've missed the kids grow up. And they're like, yeah, of course, everyone wants to work hard. You should have ambition, definitely. But that balance.
Yeah, you have to enjoy the moment.
You don't
as
want to
well.
miss it all, you know?
No.
Yeah.
And there's definitely an element of being content, and there's an element of, you know, you don't want to be a loser. You want to be someone who strives for promotion, to be the best they can in all their work. But you also balance being the best parent you can be.
That's what I mean. It doesn't have to be earning the most money to strive. To strive can be like, I want to make my family a lovely meal tonight. I want to spend time with the kids and make sure all the homework's done. I know it sounds more dull, but
I don't think that sounds dull at all. And I think there's a certain degree of realism that you need to bring into some of these scenarios. And I think realistically, you're always going to have a difference about, like, you're always going to have a partner who's more organised than you, or you're always going to have a partner who might be the more outgoing one or whatever. I don't think that's weird.
Also, like, it's if different people are different, like, you know, everyone's different is what I'm trying to say, sorry. And you have...
The only time it becomes a problem is if people feel like their life's being held back by someone else who doesn't want to do something.
Very good point, very good point.
That's the only time, because obviously me and you are completely different human beings everywhere. You're unique and individual, but if someone else's, you know, way of life, that someone else's life holds you back, then you need to move on.
Yeah, and if you've got ambitions and dreams that aren't the other person's, then that's not going to work.
Yeah, I don't think,
It's like me and Pete both dream of, you know, farm, horses.
Just something that we've both had.
Thankfully.
The thought of me having a donkey in my kitchen is just,
you know, and a golf course in your back garden as well. That's one of our Abby's dream ambitions.
She's always wanted to do that.
Well, that I can give you, my darling.
She's wanted to play Augusta her whole life.
Play Augusta.
I had a valid point there. Can't remember what it was now.
Did I interrupt you again?
Yeah.
Sophia said to me the other day on the phone, she said, Mum, I can't listen to your conversations. The amount of times you interrupt, it's excruciating.
No,
and I was like...
So clever.
I'm surprised you let her get to the end of that sentence.
Yeah, no, what I was going to try is like, what is success, right? So say if you've got somebody who's got 3 promotions in 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And there's another man or woman who's had no promotions in 10 years, stayed on the same wage, was incredibly happy, they got to read to their kids at night and eat dinner with the family every single night. The person who gained the 3 promotions didn't get to see his kids before bed or Monday to Friday or read them a story. Who's
more successful?
More successful.
I completely agree, yeah.
Right?
Completely agree.
It's just all subjective. Like, you know, you might be well driven, that might float your boat, and then you can say, yeah, you can work harder, but then you can retire earlier and then you can spend more time with your kids. But it's very subjective, but
I think that's a very good point.
Everyone's success is measured by what they want to achieve. It's not, don't let it be governed by someone else saying, oh, well, you haven't had any promotions. You know, if that's not what you aspire to or makes you content, then it doesn't make a difference.
Very, very good point.
Hey guys, here's one I don't hear people talk about enough. Weight changes in marriage. We were gym bunnies together. Now 3 kids later, we've both gained weight, but I'm really struggling with my body confidence. My husband says he doesn't care, but I can't help worrying that he secretly misses the old me. Do you think couples should actively address changes like that, or is it better just accept bodies and evolve with life?
I think that's a good message. That, like, people don't talk about it, do they? Like,
my dad does. My dad said it's unacceptable.
Does he?
Oh, what a shout!
Yeah,
What a shout!
I know.
Twiggy.
I know. You know, there's 2 ways to look at it, isn't there?
I think there's to a degree, you know, if you start going on someone and then they end up like, what is it, Mr. Clump or whatever, like, then that's like.
But we've had so many emails in of saying, like, I see my husband and he's kind of let himself go, he's sitting on the couch and he's eating himself.
And you're like, look at this picture when you were 20 and you had a 6-pack.
Exactly. And I think we have it the other way is like, you know, there might be issues, and obviously it's very much more delicate, I think, certainly around the ladies.
We don't have that many men writing about the wives. Also,
about, like, you know, might be able to shake their baby weight off, or, you know, perhaps
But do you think
don't fancy going to the gym so much.
Do you think it does offend most people? Say if the woman was like, you know, a different body shape when they met, and then
when you get married, like, you know, if the person's very different to that person you married, obviously you love them, but, you know, ideally you would both keep fit.
But the thing is, when couples get together and get happy, they do put a bit of weight on.
But I also think as well, like, I think there's a societal kind of pressure on women that they then kind of put onto their husbands. Think, oh, my husband doesn't fancy me. I don't think your husband's as arsed as you think he is, really. I think women are more put down by societal beauty standards on them. You're not necessarily even other women, but kind of what they see on TV or what they're kind of told that is the ideal body standards. Whereas I think men are just happy being with the lads that I know. I've seen all my mates.
I do think that it's definitely, like, you do it yourself, you know, like, and look at Ab, obviously she's perfection, but, you know, you do say to me all the time, no, you don't fancy me, and you're like, what are you talking about?
I actually do, but you just think that because of what, like,
and I think there's loads of women out there that
but as a woman, the changes you go through, like, because obviously you go from a girl, hit puberty, go through all of that stuff. Then you have babies, your body completely changes inside and out.
Yeah.
And then you get bloody perimenopause and the menopause. It's like, and it's an invisible thing that men can't see or understand.
What I'm saying is, I think unless you were to go from, like I said then, like, you know, the clumps or something like that, where you go from suddenly a size 10 to a size 25, I think, you know, a size 10 to a 12, 14, 16, I don't think the majority of men would have an issue with their woman's body change like that. I think you know that, like, whereas women put that pressure on themselves. I think, anecdotally, I think that, but I don't know. It's a society thing rather than your husband thing. I think
you should. I think if you're going to look after your body, you should do it for you, not for someone else.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You know, I go to the gym and do my horse riding and eat healthy because I want to be the best version of myself that I can. Do you know what I mean?
That's the way to look at it, both. 100%.
Yeah, agreed.
Just for energy as well.
Hi, legends. We're in our 40s and something strange has happened. My husband has had what I think is a midlife crisis. He's suddenly buying leather jackets, going to the gym twice a day. Can't win, can you? You're a fat bastard, or you're having a midlife crisis. Can't win. He's talking about getting a motorbike.
Oh, God.
Part of me thinks good for him, and part of me is worried he's trying to be 25 again. Did any of you go through a midlife wobble, and how do you support it without rolling your eyes?
No, you cheeky bitch, you're only 39. I'm joking.
I'm watching Real Housewives of Atlanta at the moment, and Cynthia Bailey is going through a midlife crisis, and it's interesting to see a woman go through a midlife crisis rather than a man, I will say.
What does she do?
Well, she turned 50 and she had her 50th birthday party as the 50 looks of Cynthia Bailey. So everyone had to come dressed as her most iconic looks over the past 50 years.
That's amazing.
Which was so self-aggrandizing. She's also become very spiritual, like live, life, love. You know, like that vibe. She's got mates doing affirmations on the beach, etc. I mean, she looks brilliant, but she's having a midlife crisis. And I'm glad to see a woman go through it because it's typically the men. And she...
Yeah. Well, I've seen many a man get a motorbike and a leather.
Have you?
I think, you know, you get to that age where you go
I think a normal man with a motorbike is an ick.
No, but if you saw David Beckham in a motorbike with your leather jacket on that you're rocking there, it's a leather top. You'd be made up.
No, because if you're like a Hell's Angel, you're just cool. But if fucking Dave just said one day I'm getting a motorbike, it's an ick that for me.
I know what you mean.
I know what you mean as well.
Like, I've never been into motorbikes my whole life, right? If I came home from Harley like that, you'd be like, I could have stayed at this twat.
No, those guys who were on the Harleys, you know, it's ingrained in every part of the life. They don't just suddenly put a leather jacket on.
Oh yeah, there's a biker community. There's a vibe.
That's their daily attire, and I love that look.
Yeah, it's cool. But like, if I all of a sudden, you know, grew a massive.
Do you remember that? Do you know?
And a big long grey ponytail.
I love that though. I actually fancy some of them men. I fancy some of them old guys with the long pony. Like, do you remember Erin
Bells
Brockovich?
Angel.
Well, stay tuned for my midlife crisis then.
Do you remember the film Erin Brockovich?
Yeah.
Do you remember
Oh, yeah.
Hair Fella?
No.
He's lovely.
I love Julie Roberts. She's my first crush.
I love her as well. But she had this lovely guy, and he was a Hell's Angel, and he was a neighbour, and he was really handy around the house, and then he helped to look after the kids while she was on. He was fabulous.
Yeah, he was great. He was great. Ian.
Great guy.
He was a great guy.
Yeah, we should watch it.
Yeah, because she was out working, you know, trying to
Sort the water crisis out.
trying to be a lawyer, wasn't she?
Yeah, fighting for what's right. She was.
Yeah, you know, stayed at home. A midlife crisis is it's a difficult one because you get to that age and you're like, oh, I'm never going to be kind of young again. Like did we go through it? I don't think I went through it. The thing is, I've never had to grow up.
Yeah, that's true.
Peter Pan.
yeah.
Like I think my entire life has been a midlife crisis, really. Like always had
Flicking lads' balls on the fucking footy pitch.
Yeah. I was doing that. I was 35.
I don't think I've had
and
one,
even
do you?
I've gone straight into a job where I'm not growing up again.
I had a crisis last summer, but not a midlife.
Yeah, but you thought you were 40 last summer, didn't you?
Yeah,
That's probably why.
but that was just being overworked.
Yeah.
The balance wasn't right. Home and but I'm out of it. Fine.
Yeah, feeling good now.
Yeah.
Mind you, you're wearing a leather.
Yeah, I've got an aspirin.
Why do you not like this top?
Yeah.
Is it, what? Did you think, what the fuck am I wearing?
I've got an aspirin. What the fuck are you wearing?
It's Bottega. It's a little leather Bottega top. It's an autumn number.
Tiger.
I don't care. I'm in the midst of moving
House.
house. No,
I'm having a midlife crisis. I'm moving house.
yeah, true.
Got a little dog on you. We have Steve, and it's not even ours.
She's blending into the couch.
It was our dog, and then when one of my mum's dogs died,
Yeah.
I gave it to my mum to keep Buddy company when Scamp died.
Oh, I was sad though. What's this dog's name again?
Bella.
Bella.
Belly.
Belly's gonna get you.
Tickle a belly pee.
You bitch.
I was tickling her belly before. I mean, it's not my dog, so I'm not as.
Pete's got a real issue with people thinking this is his dog.
I think it's
Got a freaking cavapoo.
Pete, put it
Why
in
do
your
you care?
I think that'll look great in your handbag.
I always remember Manuel Almunia used to have one in his little handbag.
Did he?
Eunice Cabal had one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Do you remember Eunice? Eunice's dog used to love it.
Talking about not growing up.
But it's like Giampiero with his dog, his wife's dog. And it's like a chihuahua that wears tutus and like a pink lead. I see him walking, it's that pig. And it's like, it's not mine. It's not mine.
You have to get that across.
It was the cutest dog at the school yesterday.
At school?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen
Did you see it?
Yeah.
How cute is that?
seen
I
it.
took the numbers because I thought Lib would love that for Christmas.
I just got that.
Okay. Okay.
He's so easygoing.
Peace.
He wouldn't
No,
mind.
he's great. We can keep him.
Okay, hi, Abbey and Pete. My wife has this habit of exaggerating stories about me when we're with friends. Like I'll spill a bit of tea once, and suddenly I'm the clumsiest man alive who can't make a brew. Everyone laughs, but I secretly hate it. Do you think couples should laugh at each other in public, or is that a slippery slope to resentment? I think this is a really interesting question because you can go too
You
far.
don't want to
with
be
it.
the butt, do you?
Like
of the
I want
joke?
to, like.
Lie
You
down.
can take the piss out of each other, like as you can see on this podcast, consistent basis that we do. But I think there's a line.
But I think the thing is as well for Scousers, we put Lazzy on everything, so I can almost sense when our Abby is Lazzy. What is Lazzy? And my mum as well. She's terrible for Lazzy. Do you know what I mean, Abby? By that, like I think you can check it a little bit. Whereas like my southern friends, a bit like that didn't happen. Why are you saying that? That's untrue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just making it funny.
When these little like if it comes a bit sly diggy.
Yeah,
Because it can be
That's-
like that as well. Because when there is something that really offends you, and then but if you're saying it in a jokey way, but your partner knows full well
I'm trying to think, is
that.
don't. It's not.
No, because we were talking about the phone thing the other day, and I say little jokes to you all the time, but I mean it. I'm like, you need to put the fucking phone down.
Yeah,
And I'll say something like, any chance? Or, like,
yeah.
always say something like that.
You know, it's coming from a place of truth.
I think that's a bit slippery.
I think it is. You got to have the humour behind you, is the thing. I've seen people try and put other people down or make them the butt of the joke, and it just comes out nasty. And I'm like, unless you got that sense of humour behind you to make it funny.
It's someone boring couldn't start doing that.
No, for sure. It just comes across as bitchy.
Yeah, and also, listen, there are some things that are absolutely hilarious. Like I've done, and it's highly embarrassing for me. I have obviously telling the story, but I'm like,
that's great.
Fucking brilliant. I can't, I'm shocked at that. It's obviously a shocker for me.
Yeah.
Very insane for everyone else.
But you don't mind being the butt?
No, I don't mind. Obviously, what I'm saying is there's a line.
Yeah.
I would say to this person as well, you got to go back at them. Do you know what I mean? If Abby's giving me shit, I want to give her shit back in a friendly manner. But like, you've got to give it back. Do you know what I mean? You can't just resent and moan about it.
Yeah, but
if you're not good at it,
if you're the butt of the stories all the time, like exaggerate the stories.
Take the hint.
Well, I've been doing it for 20 years. You're all right. Tell him to grow up.
Stop spilling fucking tea, will you? You big gobshite.
I feel your pain, mate. I feel your pain. Hi, Abby. This might sound petty, but me and my husband fight about music. He's obsessed with it. You know, I like music as well. You can say Pete and Abby.
I've been to Oasis 3 times.
He's just such a dude, that Liam.
Fucking Pete Waterman over there.
It was.
Okay, he's obsessed with heavy metal, and I like pop and R&B. On long car journeys, we've had actual blazing rails about playlists. I know it's only a small thing, but music feels so personal. It's like a part of who you are. Do you think little clashes like that matter?
No.
Or do you just stick to Radio 2 and give up?
I think, like, we both love music, and I think we've both got great taste in music, even though I do so to myself. Pete, you like a bit too much XFM.
So much.
I like XFM. Too much. No, I like XFM.
No, I love
Radio
XFM.
X.
I love Radio X.
Oh, Radio X, yeah.
But she's very much like a dad rock, you call it.
I love Dad Rock though.
But I love Dad Rock.
I love Dad Rock.
Yeah.
I think you're talking actually called it Dad Rock derogatory. But like, I'm an absolute 90s man. Is top
No,
level.
I like it, but sometimes
Radio
you want to
X.
have a little sing along.
Yeah, there's time.
Sometimes I want to do a few little harmonies.
Yeah, you want a bit R&B,
little bit J-Lo.
a
You
little
want to
bit
go
candy.
Capital Reloaded.
Capital Reloaded, I love.
Capital Extra Reloaded.
Yeah, absolute 90s is great.
Smooth FM Magic.
Smooth Magic.
Yeah.
Magic is unreal.
Yeah.
Mellow Magics right up there on a
Pete-
long journey.
Pete was
Make me a
DJing
millionaire.
on our way back from
Oasis
and had a few rascals. We were calling them Pete Wrong.
No.
Instead of Pete Tongue.
See, that is the banter talk. That is good. That's
he was
witty.
DJing and I was like, fuck off you, Pete Wrong. Get this off.
Pete wrong. I got Pete wrong. But you know, again, I took that well.
Yeah.
And also, I was a fantastic DJ. I ignored them. I just played.
You are a good DJ. I'll give you that because you often do have to sit in the front on those journeys when I've been. And you do. You know, he does. Glastonbury, you were sat in the front every time, and you'll play some tunes.
Yeah,
Plug out the bean.
Plug out the Beano. High tower in the front.
Because we could squeeze more in the back of you, not in there.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
his man spreads like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Not
Exactly.
a problem. Not a problem. Hi, Pete and Abby. Me and my wife have totally different food personalities. Everyone's different today.
There's a lot of this should be called opposites attract.
Yeah, she's vegan and I'm a carnivore. Meal times are a nightmare. We end up eating separate dinners most nights. It sounds trivial, but it feels symbolic, like we don't share the same table anymore. Do you think things like this can drive a wedge, or should we treat it like any other compromise?
There's a lot of uncertainty in these relationships today.
yeah.
Deeper meanings. If we don't like the same food, doesn't mean we're not to be together. If we haven't got the same ambition, should we stay together?
I do think that's a problem, though.
I do, yeah.
You know, if you're not cooking for the household, it's like if you're having separate meals, even going out for dinner. Like I have a small problem with you not liking Thai food. You know, I quite like a Thai.
I like
I go out and you know, there's some great Thai restaurants.
I had the most fabulous.
I can't go to them. Yeah.
I
That's
had,
go on my own.
I had the most fantastic tom yum soup the other day with prawn toast.
I had that for my tea last night. Tell me soup for prawns.
Did you make
in.
it yourself?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Class,
yeah,
man,
it's
that's
nice.
so-
With
so
rice
lovely.
noodles, it was lovely.
There was no noodles in this one. It was
Wasn't
just it was just a clear. It came in a little teapot, glass teapot,
glass.
beautiful. And then you poured it into the bowl, and there was the tiniest, thinnest slice of spring onions, the tom yum thing, chili, and then this big chunk of prawn toast.
Oh.
It was like a posh one. Oh my God.
So she does like Thai food,
Let me
Pete, just
take
the way you're
that
on with it.
back. Let me just take that back. Ab likes Thai food with her own boyfriend.
Wasn't my other
What the
boyfriend?
fuck are you getting out of Thai food then for?
With fucking our family?
Why wasn't there?
You were playing football. You were doing you were at the match. This is when we went for lunch before Oasis.
She went for a Thai without me. You know?
I
I've
actually
been asking you for 20 years to save for a Thai.
No, it wasn't a tie. It was the pub
Asian fusion.
that you booked.
Oh, okay.
Have you got one more for me?
I certainly have, yes.
She's a belter.
Oh my God. There's another one here. People are struggling at the moment. Relationships must be cuffing season.
Yeah.
It is cuffing season.
How do you deal with changing friendship circles in marriage? My husband has kept the same mates since school, but I've drifted from mine. He goes out with the lads and I feel like I don't have my people anymore. Sometimes I resent that his life looks exactly the same as before marriage, while mine feels completely different. Is this just a phase or a bigger problem? I think it is good having your mates from school.
I think that's your own problem. To be
I think
honest.
that's your own problem. I don't think that's a relationship problem.
No, agreed. We're under
Pete's
no
got his
obligation.
friends from school. I've got friends from my school. Like Kaz is my oldest friend. Luckily, we're all friends together. But I think as you grow and you get older, and you have kids in school, you meet people there. Like you join a golf club, you meet friends there.
Yeah.
I think the friend thing is
Expand. I think
constantly
it expands.
expanding and evolving. I think we're in the best place of our lives now for friendship groups because we've managed to get friends that we both like in the one place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Do you know what I mean?
that
Which is
good.
You're under no obligation to cut your old friends out of your life.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
not. And also, when you are friends from school and then you grow up and you move out the area or get married and go and live, where in Bristol, for example, where her family's from, you have kids, everything changes. You can't just go out with each other every weekend because you've got different commitments and
Yeah.
don't you think? I
Yeah,
didn't
definitely,
articulate that very well.
No,
but
I think you
I think-
certainly did, actually.
I think she can just get a little bit, because especially if they're in a kind of little clique together, you feel like you're kind of out of that and you can never get on the inside of it because they've known each other for so long. If they're
Yeah, but
reminiscing.
you feel like
stuff
you're
that.
on the inside with Kaz.
Yeah, no, I feel.
You don't feel left out.
No, not at
Yeah, but
all.
he's still got his own group of mates from school. Like he goes
And
out and
I don't
meets
feel
with
left
the
out with
lads.
your mates. Like
You go to the
from
curry
school.
club, for example.
If your friends from school come over, I absolutely don't feel left out.
No, not that's
Like I'm not in the gang. I'm like, right in
No, but
there.
what she said.
I'm
no,
more in the
no.
gang than you are.
I think they prefer you to me. But
It's like the build yesterday.
What's that?
I said, "Oh, you can take this picture of Pete. He'll sign it." Like
the
as a
guy,
joke.
well, he wanted this picture of me to
Yeah.
sign.
And the other guy said, "Oh, can I have one of you?" To me,
I said,
and I
"She
was
can
like,
fuck off."
and then and then when we went upstairs,
Fucking my mum,
when
by
we
the
went
way, I love
upstairs,
that.
he went, "No, really though, can you sign one for me?" It's obviously for his daughter or something.
Obviously.
I don't think
Obviously.
It was locker.
Pete, these compliments I get a few and far between, so I'm taking them.
You got to take him.
You gotta take them,
You got to
100%.
take him.
Taking them.
She's still got it.
Mostly, yeah.
Your bird still got it, mate. That's what you need to remember.
No, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had it from that girl on a train the other day. Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
lads.
What the hell?
I'm trying to
I
make a
just
story,
made
but
it
it's
up.
I can see it. I think no one's shutting him up. What's it all about?
I just wanted to see the reaction.
I was just about to say, that's the last time you're getting on that bloody train, sister.
She was about to ban me from transport.
Public transport.
Transport ban. You see me on the line bike. So,
Hey,
you see me around London on a line bike now. I know you know why.
literally,
Big
you
helmet
don't-
on you.
I've always liked these line bikes. Great. Get from A to B.
literally, I'm not joking. Any more of that? Palaver and that will
Tickle
happen.
me pink. That has tickled me pink.
All right, babe. Another great episode.
That's a good note to end on.
Love you.
Well done to you. Love you too.
Well done to me.
Anyway, thanks, guys. That was very enjoyable. We'll see you next time.
See you next week.